Yes!
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater?
Dude, you skate?
Welcome to another episode of The Completionist, where we're racist against no one, except people who don't skate. You skate, brah?
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Aw yeah. I bet a lot of you didn't think I was going to play this game ever. See, I've been out of the grade school system for about 10 years now, and if I recall, the skateboarding craze of the early 2000s have definitely come and gone. But one thing I'd always get picked on for being a kid was if whether or not I wore skate shoes.
Bro, what kind of shirt you wearing?
Old Navy.
Nice sailor boy. Bruh, what kind of pants you wearing?
Lee Dungarees?
Dunga what? Bruh, what kind of shoes you wearing? You rocking soaps, bruh?
I'm rocking LA Lights.
Poser, bruh. You're a poser. Freaking poser, bruh. Bruh, you're a poser. Poser, bruh.
I didn't even like skateboarding at all, but I sure as hell bought tech decks. From skateboards to DC t-shirts to brosif hats. Skateboarding was everything, and the video game industry wanted a piece of the everything flavored pie.
But Bidman, Tony Hawk isn't really a fun video game, is it? Does it count as a video game? Tony Hawk isn't a game, is he? What's a Tony Hawk? How many hawks does it take to Tony Hawk a holy talk? Tony talk, rock talk, bruh!
The Tony Hawk Pro Skater series is definitely a force to contend with when it comes to sporting games. But why would an average gamer like playing this game? Simply put, it's tons of fun from the ground up, and Tony Hawk 2 definitely... Tony Hawk 2 was... Tony Hawk 2... Okay, seriously right now, every time,
What?
can you just knock it off for once?
I didn't do it.
You so did it, I saw you! You know what, okay, I'm just gonna... Okay, here we go. Tony Hawk... Tony Bird is a professional skateboarder that defined the genre of skateboarding. As skateboarding became popular, so did video games, and numbers showed that those that liked video games also liked skateboarding. Thus, Activision and Neversoft came together and created the first ever Tony Penguin Pro Skater. With the success of the first game, Tony Avian Pro Skater 2 literally launched the entire infrastructure that is known as skateboarding video games. Sure, you had your knockoffs, but nothing can ever touch the original Tony Turkey Pro Skater. Not only could you control your favorite skateboarder, but for the first time ever, you can create your own skater, defining you and your own story. For instance, I created Old Man Snitches, who for some reason in my head sounds like the voice of Deckard Cain from Diablo.
Skate a while and listen.
No one messes with Grizzly Old Man Snitches.
You're a bunch of posers.
While in the era of the first PlayStation, the one thing this game had going against it was its graphic errors. Sure, the graphics were good for its time, but many glitches popped up. Just ask the wise Grizzly Old Man Snitches.
Glitches with old man snitches.
Alright, well, I'm going to attempt this glitch. Well, that didn't seem to work out as well as I wanted. Maybe I should try it again. Oh, well, now that I'm here on the wall, I'd like to tell you a story about me as a young boy. I spent many summers in Hayworth at my mother's estate. She would cook us cookies and pies and all sorts of cheery treats. I went down to my favorite tree next to the house and I decided to eat a cherry pie. Unfortunately, my plans of pie enjoyment were destroyed because Diablo decided to enter our realm once I shit myself.
Unlike most games where you're forced to go on a racetrack of some kind, you get to explore different open environments of where your average skateboarder would like to skate. From an abandoned airport hangar to a generic school or even the most awesome skate parks in France. Tony That's So Raven Pro Skater 2 had its atmosphere down to the T. The Tony Dodo Pro Skater franchise totally determined my early taste in music. From Bad Religion to Rage Against the Machine, these songs were ingrained in my head. I know I'm not alone in saying this when I think that anyone who's played the first Tony Puffin game will be able to sing to you the first half of Goldfinger's Superman. And with this game, after playing it for 10 minutes, you'll know the entire soundtrack, making you so excited before you even begin skating on every level. And the weird thing is, the music never gets old. And come on, I know I wasn't the only one out there that would purposely restart levels just to hear that one song. There are several modes in this game that will keep you busy for many hours. There's a single session mode where you can just skate for 2 minutes, and your free skate mode where you can skate for as long as you'd like. In the multiplayer side of things, you also have Trick Attack, Graffiti, Horse, Tag, and Free Skate. All modes which complete the multiplayer experience. But when you're playing with a friend, sometimes you realize you're just really good and they have no idea what they're doing.
Okay. Well, okay, I didn't know why I stopped. Oh, that's a wall. That's surprising. Hey, wow. You know, I actually landed that. You know, this ain't half... Great. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Oh, hey, you know what? I should go in the half pipe. Alright, you know, attempt number... Okay, well, we're gonna come around the side, and I'm gonna go into the... Good son of a... Okay. Alright. Final attempt into the half pipe. If I don't make it in, just screw it. Ah, hell yeah! In the half pipers, bitches! What? Son of mother God! Ah!
There's a park editor where you can create your own virtual skate park. And as I said earlier, there's also Create a Character mode where you can build your own virtual you. And of course, there's Career mode, where the heart and soul of this game really lies. In Career mode, you can play as a created character or play as a professional. But as I said earlier, the only way I'm gonna roll in this game is to be crotchety the wise, grizzly old man snitches.
Diablo is heading to the east of the schoolyard.
Career mode consists of several different elements that change the entire outcome of you and your skater. When you play a level, you must complete several different tasks to collect money in order to move on to the next level. Whether it's spelling out the word skate, collecting medallions, destroying things, or breaking the 3 high scores, to even finding the secret videotape, each level provides a unique, different challenge for you, the gamer. As you complete these tasks, you are given a sum of money which will go back into your character to purchase more stats, skateboards, and tricks including specific special character moves. Aside from playing different levels, there are 3 different competition levels in which you have 1 minute to get the highest score in a 2 out of 3 heat. The higher the ranking, the more unlockables you get. The replay value of this game is through the roof. For starters, there's so many different skaters to choose from that to play career mode on all of them is going to take you quite a while. Is it worth it? It sure is, because as you do it, you unlock cheat codes. Cheat codes such as Big Head Mode, Fat Skaters, Infinite Special, Unlimited Grinding, and my favorite, Low Gravity. These elements just keep amping the game up because it takes the ridiculousness of this already fun game and just amps it up that much more. Not to mention, if you complete the 100% playthroughs for some characters, you unlock other characters. For instance, when I played the game as Frail Crotchety the Wise Old Man Snitches, I unlocked... As a kid, I had to decimate this game because the levels would taunt me by saying they were only 80 to 90% complete.
Hey, congratulations on completing the game. Oh, wait a second. It's not fucking over!
This completionist bonus isn't difficult to unlock as much as it requires patience. First, obviously create a character, like the one and only super frail crotchety the wise grizzly old man snitches.
Have I told you about the Horadric half-pipe?
Second, play the entire game through, making sure you complete all the tasks on each and every level. Third, rank first on the competition levels, and collect all the cash prizes you see on each level. Why? Because now you get to play as everyone's favorite neighborhood Spider-Man. That's right, Activision owns the rights to Spider-Man, and for the first time ever you can now skate as him. Doing his character-specific abilities is just way too much fun, especially when you turn off gravity. Never-ending combos for the win.
Tony Eagle Pro Skater 2 is the crack of all skateboarding games. If it's not the best skateboarding game of its time, it definitely is till today. And anyone will ever tell you this, that it was always 2 for the win. For you iPhone users out there definitely is an iPhone port for it. However, it's kind of a piece of crap. With that in mind, I give Tony Sparrow Pro Skater 2 my completionist rating of complete it.
Complete it!
This game is incredibly fun and easy to complete, but it's also not as gratuitous as some of those other skateboarding games out there. And not to mention, you're gonna play as Spider-Man. As far as the future of Tony Crow goes, they went on to make several more skateboarding games. The last great one in my opinion was Tony Pidgeotto Pro Skater 3. And then Activision and Neversoft lost their minds by creating all these other games. And they still do till this day. Why would you make that? I don't get it! My take on it is that we as the gaming generation of today have moved on from the skateboarding era, and also the fact that skateboarding's become really unpopular since then. Well, not unpopular, but it's changed. That's all the time we have for this week, so if you want, go ahead and leave a negative comment or a positive comment. Either way, throw it down there. Also, for game reviews, go ahead and throw down suggestions. I do read them. My Trapper Keeper's getting quite huge. I'm thinking about making like a collage. Like a paper mache collage. Mache? Machete. Paper machete collage. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna bust out tricks as Spider-Man while auditioning for the role of Peter Parker's boss from the movie Spider-Man.
All right, let's see here. Looking at the script. Okay, here we go. I don't usually do this, so I hope this is okay. Spider-Man, get that Spider-Man back here. Spider-Man. Is it Spider-Man or Spider? Because I mean, like, I don't know. You tell me. The directions, from what I've seen in the comics, he's kind of like pseudo-Jewish. I don't know. I don't.